Dear students of BA BSc third semester, uh, let us discuss official letter writing. See, before this topic, we had discussed paragraph writing and how that paragraph writing begins with an indentation, and that paragraph should contain topic sentence and tonic word. Usually, within a paragraph, we should not go for various examples. We have to exclude the examples, and the length of a paragraph should be not too longer. Uh, it should be as short as possible, and that structure of the paragraph should be of introduction, description, and summing up. So this we discussed in the earlier session. Now we shall move on to this topic, official letter writing. Here, with these objectives, we discuss this topic. That is to enable the students to know the structure of official letter, the norms to be followed, the purposes to write official letters, how to correspond with an officer. So, official letter means a letter to correspond with a designatory. So, you are supposed to write an application, or you are supposed to write a letter addressing to an officer or to head of a particular department. So, that is corresponding with a designatory. It has no scope for personal affairs. So, you cannot write personal affairs unnecessarily that are not at all concerned with the intention for which you have been writing this letter. So such letters are the types like applications, enquiries, requisitions, etc. So official letters are usually applications, they are enquiries, or they are requisitions, or they are to get your demands fulfilled by the concerned department. So in any official letter, these are the essentials, that it should be having sender's address first in the beginning, and it should be having the date, and also receiver's address is very important. So inside you have to write receiver's address, and then it should have salutation. After receiving address, it should have salutation, and after salutation there should be the subject, for what purpose you are writing this letter, that has to be mentioned, that is subject, and then the body of the letter. So the content, what you are supposed to request, or what you are supposed to apply, or what you are supposed to inquire, in the body of the letter you have to show it. Then the complementary clause, when you complete that content, you will have to end up that content with a complementary clause, the signature with reliability note. So there should be signature with reliability note, like yours faithfully, your obedient, yours, like that. Then some letters will have the following, but all the letters will not have the following points. See, one is reference number of earlier letters. Usually, if you are writing a letter to an office as a reply to an earlier letter, there you will have to mention reference after the subject. Then attention note, it is not necessary in all the letters. The list of enclosures. See, usually when you send a letter to an office, you will enclose many documents to that letter, and that documents have to be enclosures, they are called enclosures, and they have to be listed in the application below. So copies to list of addresses below. See, to how many offices the same letter is being sent. So that addresses should be listed by the end of this letter. So these are some of the points, that all the letters will not have these points, but some of the letters will have these. See the structure of the traditional structure of the letter. So usually the traditional structure of the letter will have from your right side, or from on the left side of the left corner of the paper, and to on the right corner of the paper or left side of yours. Then after that there should be dear sir or respected sir, or it may be only sir, that is salutation. Then subject, see that subject should be written below only after dear sir. That should be below dear sir and after dear sir. So if that subject is to be written in two lines, the second line should not come under subject. It should come after subject. Reference also, under the subject reference should be there, and even if that reference is also written in two lines, the second line should not come up below reference. Then the content usually will be begun like this, with reference to the subject cited above. As we are replying this in this letter to the letter referred above, your letter that is referred above. So what you are supposed to inform, or whether it is an application, what you are applying for, that has to be written in content. That should be ended up with this thank you sir. So after that, at right side of yours faithfully, and then signature. At the left side of yours there should be date, place, and then enclosures, 1, 2, 3, 4, like that, enclosures, and then copies the same letter to how many addresses you are sending, copies to, that should be the list after that. If you are supposed to write online letters, there you need not to go to the left side of the paper. You can write all of them on the right side, from address first, to address next, then dear sir, then subject and reference and content of the letter, and thank you sir. Then yours faithfully also, you need not write on the left side, you can write on the right side itself, date and place, and enclosures copies too. So this is the structure of the online letter. See, if you know this structure, you can easily write the official letters and correspond with the offices. So this correspondence with the office is very essential for every individual, and that's why the student should be very familiar with such letters, so that they can easily correspond with the officers. Let us go to the MCQs here. Official letter is a letter written to a friend, father, head of the office, son. So it is to the head of the office. It is not a personal letter. If it were a personal letter, then it would have been written to a friend or father or son. But it is official letter, that's why it is written only to head of the office. And one of the following essentials is not compulsory: salutation, body of the letter, subject, reference number. So reference number is not compulsory, because in all the official letters, there shall not be reference numbers. Official letters in traditional structure are online letters, manual letters, WhatsApp letters, text messages. So B is WhatsApp letters. Official letters in traditional structures are B, manual letters. So only in manual letters you will have to follow the traditional method. If you are sending the text message or online letters through email or WhatsApp letters, you need not follow traditional method. Traditional format is violated in the present correspondence because traditional structure is useless. Traditional structure is wrong. For the convenience of typing on computers, online letters need not follow traditional structure. C is the answer for this. Only for the convenience of typing on computers, the online letters will not follow the traditional method. Then examples of an official letter is a student writes a letter to the principal, a student writes a letter to the newspaper editor, a student writes a letter to a tahsildar, all the above. So answer is all the above because all A, B, C are the official letters. So with this much I think you could understand how an official letter should be and what norms you have to follow and what are the essentials in an official letter. So with this much I would like to put an end to this session. Thank you.